Hi everyone. Do you want to see something cool about combining the Power BI report in your Jupyter notebook? I brought in a guest called Abdul Kudus Ajibade to walk us through that. Thank you. Hi everyone. Um, Welcome to the low code revolution. And in this episode, we want to be talking about Jupyter and Power BI. How do you embed Power BI dashboard in your Jupyter notebook? And I'll be bringing a friend from Lagos, Nigeria. His name is Abdul Kudus Ajibade. Hi, Ajibade.
Hi, David.
Yeah, welcome. So I saw your
Thanks.
tweet. I saw your tweet and I was like, I need to bring you to come and show us how that tweet happened. So, I saw where you added Jupyter Notebook, dashboard, and you got a whole lot of likes, retweet. And I needed to say, okay, this is something that I want to show people because most of the time, developers don't know how to bring in their dashboard into the Jupyter notebook. So, how was it like when you saw the tweet?
I was I was really amazed because I've always been thinking of having a good visualization on my Jupyter notebook. When I saw it, I was really excited. I had to jump on it immediately and create something.
Okay, okay, cool. Okay, cool. So right now I want you to jump right into it. Show us how do you embed the Power BI report or dashboard into um into your Jupyter notebook. So take the floor.
Hi. Thanks everyone. Hi. I'm Abkuduz. I'm a data scientist and a machine learning engineer. I'm also a Microsoft Learn student ambassador. I would like to show you how to embed Jupyter Notebook, how to embed Power BI dashboard into your Jupyter Notebook. So I'm very sure we all know what Power BI is and what Jupyter Notebook is and what we actually use them for. So I have something here to show you guys. Here we have the reason for the integration. Why should we integrate Power BI into the Jupyter Notebook? It gives us a room for better collaboration between analysts and scientists. I mean, the analysts can give us good visualization, better insights, while the scientists work well better on the modeling using the Jupyter Notebook. So we also have it also gives us the opportunity to have flexible analysis and reports with your dashboard embedded in the Jupyter notebook. The report becomes clearer and you also give more insights. And how do we then embed this Power BI dashboard in our Jupyter notebook? The tools we use, definitely you need to have your Power BI. It could be your Power BI desktop or Power BI online. But the important thing is you should have a account. You should have an account with Power BI. So you create an account. You make sure you have an account. Then your Jupyter notebook. You can have access to your Jupyter notebook either on Anaconda or Google Colab. It could be your VS Code or GitHub Workspace. Then you need to have a good internet connection. The reason why this Power BI client is on board is because it is a major reason why we're having this discussion. So it's a library created for this embedding Power BI dashboard in Jupyter Notebook. Then we'll be using Python programming. So let's get started. Here you can see my dashboard. It's a very simple dashboard. So it's a dashboard about data professional survey breakdown, where we have people, we have surveys about different professions in data. We have data scientists, we have data engineer, data architects. We can see, so it's just a very simple dashboard here. 630 people took the survey, and about 29.87 of average people took the survey in terms of age. You can see the countries where most people came from, United States, and all this. So we just go straight to um, embedding this dashboard into our Jupyter notebook. So like I said, there are different ways you can have your Jupyter notebook. However, I always have to use it on my Google Colab. So here we are in Google Colab. So this is the first thing you will get when you create a new notebook in Jupyter Notebook in Google Colab. You can as well use Anaconda if you like. So still the same step here. So I just created this just so that we'll know the outline we'll be following. We install Power BI clients. That's the first thing we do. So to do that, if you are using Anaconda, you can do that in your terminal, or you do it right in the notebook. So if you want to do that in the notebook, so it's a normal um so that's what it is. So it's going to install the Power BI clients, which is the major library like I mentioned. So the next thing we do is we import the required library. So I have it already here, so I don't have to write the whole code. I can just copy and um, come here to paste. And so that's that. The next step is to authenticate the Power BI. Like I said, you need to have an account to be able to make this authentication. So I just go right here, I copy this code. So the code is meant to create an authentication for using your Power BI dashboard in this Jupyter Notebook. So that's why we have this code here. So we just run it. So since I have an account, this should work. So I just log in here. So here, so what I did was this code, they will give you this code. You are meant to click on this link here to paste the code. So you copy the code, you paste it here, then click on next. So because I have an account, this is my Power BI account. I click on the account. It should be the account where you have your workspace for the Power BI dashboard. So click on continue. So here you see you have signed in. You must see this to be able to confirm you've actually signed in. Then you go back to, and you also see here you said you are now logged in. So that shows it worked. I'll take this away. All right. So what's the next step? You create an instance of Power BI reports. So I also have the code ready. So I just go to, in order not to waste our time, all right. So we paste it right here. And this group ID is actually meant to be my workspace ID. So to get your workspace ID, you go to your workspace. This is my workspace here. Power BI client is my workspace. So your workspace ID is that particular ID that comes. You go to this your URL, your workspace URL, where my cursor is right here. So the immediately after the stroke after groups. So from there till reports, you copy it right there, then you go there, then you paste it in the group ID. Now for the report ID, you go back to the URL. Immediately after the reports, you copy the ID you can see till report section. Then you go back here, then you paste it here. Then that's all. So you run this. So when if it is correct, you get this, it runs perfectly. But if there is an issue with your ID, you'll get an error from here. So the next step is to set event handlers. So I will still explain what event handlers mean. But I have the code there. I just copy the code. So paste it here. So the event handlers makes sure that your dashboard loads in perfectly and gives you a message if it's loaded. If not, then you're going to get an error. But so that's taken care of. Then we load the report. Loading the report is the next step. But before you load the report, if you are using Google Colab like myself, there is an extra step for you. But if you are using your local Anaconda, you might not need to take this step. But if you are using an external resource like Google Colab, you have to use this particular code here in order to create permission to be able to use your Power BI. So if not, the report is not going to show. like I said, you don't need to take this step if you are using normal Jupyter Notebook on Anaconda, but because I'm using Google Colab, I have to do this. So it's just giving permission for Google Colab to show your reports. So now we can now load in our reports, and this is the code to do that. So you just call on the reports. So here you wait for it to load. So yeah, now we have, so I'll just reduce this so to be able to see, to appreciate the dashboard. So you can make it different interactions with the dashboard, like it is normal, like it appears in your reports, in your workspace, in your Power BI workspace. So you can make different interactions. We can see if it was to be greater than this. So when we come here, you can even do some little other tricks. So here, that's how to embed Power BI dashboard in Jupyter Notebook. However, you can go further to explore you can go further to explore the repository. So the library has documentation. So there are other things you can do. Like for example, reshape this. I can reshape this my dashboard by by using this code here. Can reshape it and okay, so here now you can give this is the width and the height. So this is the height and the width. So if I set this now, you see now. So now the shape, the size has changed. So that's another thing you can do with
Wow.
this.
Wow. That is
So
very,
you
very,
can
very cool.
yeah.
Very, very, very cool. Very, very cool. And another thing there is that I also love your reports. Your reports is very, very, very clean. And
Thanks.
it didn't take you long for you to be able to do this. Is it that easy for you to be able to do this?
Yeah, I would say it's not difficult and it's worth trying. You really enjoy doing this. So
Okay, great. Thank you because of the time. Thank you very much, everybody, for you watching this. This is how beautiful it is when combining Jupyter Notebook and also Power BI dashboard. How you put in your dashboard into your Jupyter Notebook. So I'm going to be thanking everybody that has watched this. Don't forget to subscribe to the Power Platform YouTube channel where you'll be watching everything on low code revolution. See you next time. Thank you, Ajibade.
thanks, David.